Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth, and I'm going to apologize now for being unable to fucking read, because I went out drinking today. Well, I went bowling, and I had a lot to drink, and it's like only 9:30 on a Sunday night, and I have tomorrow off, and I wanted to play games. But I did not think I would be home before 8 o'clock. Well, I got home at like 8:30. So I sat there for like an hour just watching TV. But I'm like, but I want a game because it's only 9:30 and I can stay up late. But I've been drinking. So if I can't read, I'm sorry. So I might have to re-record this. So this is Spacey Plays Games Slightly Drunk. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes. I was really going to play Detroit Become Human. But then I was like, I don't know if I can manage pushing buttons, the QuickTime events. I can hit the X button on this. This I can manage. Maybe the reading is not going to be so good, so this ought to be fun. I'm not sure if this is going to be a train wreck or funny, but let's hope it's fun. Anyway, so we are on Chapter 13 of Impei's route, so we're getting to the end. So our next choice... Oh, I almost fell off my bouncy ball. This is starting off really fucking well. Oh, good lord. Okay, anyway. Our next choice, we're going to go down our last bad path. So, we'll see what happens. And we'll see if I can read. God, this is not going to be fun. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's begun. Impei and I are watching the intense mid-air battle unfold from the vantage point of a street a little distance from London. Explosions go off everywhere overhead, making our eardrums buzz. Fire and smoke blossom over and over, clouding the red sky of the sunset. For now, it appears that everything is going according to plan. I'm really surprised that I can read. I'm really surprised. But I can't help but wonder how many people are sacrificing their lives in those explosions above us. We need to stop the Nautilus as soon as we possibly can. I grit my teeth as I stare upward, and Impei quietly clears his throat. I've received a special message. The special cannon shot was successfully delivered. Looks like a perfect setup. And I'm sorry if the voices are off, because again, I think I drank a keg. Nowhere near that much, but still, it was in a 2 hours period of time, so a lot in a 2 hour period of time, and I don't drink that much normally on my own, so when I go out and I drink, it's like, woo! Anyway, we look behind us at the single airship that has been prepared for us. It looks like a normal airship, but it's a unique craft that Impei customized in the short time available to him. Lupin and the others are all working to prepare it for takeoff. Once they've finished, this airship is going to carry not just our fates, but the fate of all of Britain. I swallow my breath nervously when a small figure approaches me. Impei, are you sure you don't need me to come? I feel like Deli and Impei have the same voice. They're just becoming one now as I speak. I don't... Deli! You're both too kind. It's been a benefit and a detriment. Once you come face to face with that madman aboard the Behemoth, I don't think you can bring yourselves to kill him. So if need be, I can come along and carry out that action in your place. Hold on there. Let's back this up a little, Deli. You're getting us all wrong. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing the same voice for both of them. So, sorry. Impei waves his arms to cut Deli off. We're not going up there to kill Nemo. We don't have anything personal against him. We're just going to stop him. We're going to prove to him that the power of science shouldn't be used like this. Even when a loved one is taken from you, and your last memento of him perverted like this, you can still say that? You really are quite different from me. Deli looks at Impei, squinting as if he is staring at the sun. Do you remember when I came to you and asked you if you would join me in avenging our race? How could I forget? You punched me so hard. Yes, I'm sorry about that. You continue on your own path. Deli smiles, looking a little lonely, then turns away from us. Don't die. Still have more to tell you and Van Helsing. We silently watch as Deli walks away. Not long after, we hear someone call out from the direction of the airship. Everything's ready. We should get going soon. Looks like it's time. We stand side by side and slowly walk toward the airship. Impei... Let's promise to make it back together, no matter what. When we get back, I want us to create lots of precious memories together. So many wonderful memories that we'll never be able to leave one another. I probably only said that because I'm feeling so nervous about what's about to happen. My horologium is about to lose its power. I might fall lifeless at any moment, like a puppet whose strings have been cut. That's depressing. That's why, while I still have time, before my lips stop moving, I want to make this promise with Impei. I want to think about him for as long as I can before my feelings for him stop. When we get back, promise me that you'll never leave my side. I'm pretty sure he's already promised that. Impei looks me straight in the eyes. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I see. You're right. There's no way you can make a promise like that when there's no guarantee that this will work. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not what I meant when I said I couldn't do it. Impei puts his arms around my shoulders as I stand there miserably. Then he brings his face close to mine, making sure that I look at him. I'm not going to be leaving your side from this very moment. You've already given me so many unforgettable memories. I can't live without you already. Oh my god, I'm going to cry. Drunk Spacey's going to cry. Me too. I can't find any meaning in life when you're not with me. I've heard before that the reason why the moon shines is because of the sun's light. And the reason why I can smile is because of Impei. That's what I truly believe. That's really loud. Hey, why don't you lovebirds save all the mushy stuff for when you're back safe? Let's go. Shall we have a party to celebrate once we're all safe and sound again? Everyone smiles at us as we hop aboard the airship. Except for Van Helsing, because he doesn't know how to fucking smile. But it's okay. It's cool. Well, yes, he does. He knows how to smile when his fucking ass is flashing us. But not right now. The duties we've been given are similar to what we did during the airship race. Impei is at the helm, and I'm his assistant in charge of the ship's altitude. Lupin is the lookout, and Van Helsing is controlling the gas bag. Saint Germain and Victor are in the engine room. All right then, take off! The propellers start spinning. The airship slowly rises from the ground and lifts us into the air. Into the skies of London lit by the fires of conflict and war. As we ascend, the Nautilus begins to look bigger and bigger. The flying fortress covered the sky already when we were some distance away. But when we get up close, it's no different from a gigantic wall. The British airships fly around it, continuing their assault. Even they look like insects flying around to large flower. To a large flower, maybe? I don't know. Flowers, maybe? Impei, the other airships are distracting the... Suddenly, Impei turns the wheel all the way to one side. I hear a crash and the airship jolts violently. Ah! That was close. Damage report. Impei grabs one of the speaking tubes and shouts into it. Gas bag's fine. No issues with navigation. Engine room here. No problems. Good. We successfully avoided that one. Did you see my steering technique? There's no time to pat yourself on the back. A monster of a cannon's turning in our direction. Here it comes. I'm way ahead of you. Rapid ascension, please. Aye, rapid ascension. This is so much fun. I pull the lever as far as I can, and the ship immediately begins rising faster. The airship plunges upward into a huge cloud, blocking any view of the cannons. All we can see around us is whiteness. We can't see anything. They're going to be waiting for us the moment we pop out of this cloud. Spacey, right when we come out, turn that handle on the right as far as you can. The one on the right. Got it. I can see some light up ahead, and a break in the clouds gradually appears. I use all my might and start turning the handle Impei pointed out to me. Suddenly, the handle locks into place. At that moment, I hear a loud noise from the back of the ship, and we suddenly pick up speed as if a giant hand was pushing us. Impei, what was that? Auxiliary propulsion. It lets out a jet of steam, enabling instantaneous acceleration. How about a warning next time, huh? I was almost thrown off the ship. Lupin is such a goddamn drama queen. I fucking love him. Even as Lupin is berating Impei, the clouds part completely ahead of us, giving us a view of our surroundings. Impei, several cannons are firing on us. I know. Evade, evade! Still half hidden in the wall of clouds, our ship flies through the sky. Thanks to the intense jet of steam, we're able to avoid most of the incoming fire. But the last one hits our gondola, near the end. Was that near the engine room? Saint Germain, Victor, are you alright? Come on, say something! The lack of a response makes us imagine the worst. But in a moment, we hear a cool, collected voice from the other end of the tube. It's Saint Germain, obviously. I hit my head, but otherwise I survived. I'm so glad. Impei, that hit cost us one of our engines. It's too dangerous to charge in like this. We've really closed in on the Nautilus, and it hovers before us, blocking out everything else in sight. This means that we're clearly visible to them as well. I get chills, feeling that at any second those guns will turn to point directly at me. We haven't been completely captured yet, but it's only a matter of time before they see us. What now, boss? I want you to try to maintain this distance from them as best we can. That's fine by me, but if things go wrong, we'll get shot down immediately. You're right, but London's defensive systems are completely destroyed, and the airborne knights are at a disadvantage. If we miss this chance, we won't get another one. The voices of the other members of the crew reach Impei at the helm through the voice tubes. He seems to think for a second. He glances at me, then looks directly at the Nautilus and speaks with determination. We're headed for the Nautilus. We have to go. But Impei! Don't forget, this is our last chance to stop the Nautilus, but at the same time, it's also our last chance to save her. I hear everyone gasp over the voice tubes. Isn't that right, Spacey? I think... Okay, here we go. This is the bad path if we say... I'm pretty sure it's to say we should head back. But let me... Hold on! Spacey can't figure out how to use her fucking phone right now. I had my phone upside down, so my lock button wasn't where I thought it should be. But I'm pretty sure, yes, if we say we head back leads to a bad ending. So let's save this. Save, Spacey. Hit the save button. This is how you save shit. I'm not that drunk. A little bit. Okay, so we're going to get our last bad ending, so we're going to say we should head back. I think... No, Impei. My voice is soft. I try to hide the tremble in my speech. You're the one in charge of the ship. You can't afford to make the wrong decision. What? Wrong decision? There's no way that wanting to save you could be wrong. My heart is torn. Not over whether or not we'll survive. I just don't want to crush Impei's feelings. But it has to be said, and I have to be the one to say it. If we go for the Nautilus right now, there's no question that we'll be shot down. Getting everyone else killed trying to save me. If that happened, I could never forgive myself. Spacey. But there's still a possibility that we'll get there safely. Impei, it's no use. Shut up, Lupin. What do you mean it's no use? We're so close. So close. We just need to make it the rest of the way there. Impei's agonized shouts reach everyone else through the voice tubes. After a sharp pause, Lupin is the one to break the silence in a pained, quiet voice. The airborne knights are retreating. They're giving up on this fight. If there's no diversion, then we'll have the Nautilus's full attention. There's no way this mission can succeed. Why? Why would you say that? Spacey, she's going to die. If we continue this way, she won't be the only one. We'll all die, Impey. I'll go alone then. Impey probably knows that the situation is hopeless, but he's desperately trying to brush those thoughts aside. This is so sad. I know we're going to go back and finish, but like it still just breaks me. Just to save me. This pains me. Impey, thank you, but it's all right. Why? You're supposed to live with me, aren't you? Forever and ever. I want to shout that I want to live. I want to run into his arms and sob, paying no mind to the others. I just want to shout that I want to keep living with him. But I'm sorry, Impey. I'd rather have him live than have everything end right here, even if it means that he'll hate me. Even if I lose my own life, Impey's dream will live on. Van Helsing, do it! With my words, the airship suddenly begins to descend. We fall through the sea of clouds and start to see the city of London far below us. What's going on? Why are we descending? I release some of the gas from the gas bags. The ship won't be flying any longer. Why? Why the hell did you do that? What the hell did you do that for, Van Helsing? Just why? Resent me all you want, but this is the best decision. Impey rages for a while. He leaves the steering column and goes to confront Van Helsing. However, once an airship has lost its buoyancy, nothing can lift it back into the sky. The ship heads for the ground, despite anything Impey tries to do to it. Aww. Ever so slowly. It sinks gradually and softly, just like the life that remains within me. I'm so sad! Oh my god, this is a long, bad night. That night, Impey and I are looking up at the night sky. This is a long, bad ending. We've left London, which has been completely destroyed, and are lying in the road where we can view the beautiful moon. Strangely, I feel no pain or suffering. Right now, I'm in a daze, and I feel at peace, just a little bit sleepy. The moon, it's so pretty, Impey. Yeah, it is. So beautiful. I'm glad I got to see it one last time. And I'm glad that you're next to me to share this with. Neither of us speaks for a while after that. The sky to the east has reddened slightly. Soon it will be dawn. Hey, Impey, can I ask you for one last favor? What? Would you hold my hand? After a brief moment, Impey places his hand over mine. I don't have the strength to move my own hand now, but I can feel the living, breathing warmth of his on my skin. I just want to forget everything right now and focus on his warmth. The result of that tragic battle, what will become of the world, how my life will end soon, I clear it all from my mind and smile. I close my eyes. Right before I melt and disappear into the darkness, something warm envelops my body. I'm so glad I loved him. My consciousness fades away, along with the sensation of his embrace. I love you, Impey. Silent darkness is approaching, its depths as black as the night sky reaching out to infinity above us. I mean, this is no different than the normal path, since she always fucking dies in the normal path. That's so sad. Aww. Aww, Spacey, why did you do that? Alright, so we're gonna go back, obviously. So that was our last bad path. Look, there was the ornithopter. Yes, I want to load that save data. I hope this is the right one. Shit. I think. Ready? Alright. That was our... Oh, we're gonna be calm and we're gonna slowly die. Now we gotta fight, goddammit! And Space is gonna get some fucking energy because now I'm hitting like the tired mark. Okay. I think... I open my mouth to speak, but that's as far as I get. The horologium shard I need to stay alive is on board the Nautilus. Like Impey says, if we back down now, I will definitely die. But is it really all right to get everyone else involved in this risk that could cost the others their lives? They could all die because of me. You'd better not be thinking that you can't put us all in danger just over you. What? I blurt out the question in surprise, feeling like he's read my mind. The next thing I hear is a long sigh, carried clearly even through the voice tube. If that's what you were thinking, you're completely off the mark. This isn't only about you, you twit. I fucking love Van Helsing. He's such a fucking asshole. Oh, I love him. Hey, Van Helsing, that's a little harsh, don't you think? Perhaps, but what he's saying is true. Miss Spacey, think about it. One of this mission's objectives is to save your life, yes, but it isn't entirely to do that. Oh, when it comes down to it, saving you is only one of the elements of this plan. Exactly. If we don't bring that thing down here, it'll cut everyone's lives short. That's right. I'd been so focused on myself, but Queen Victoria and all the British soldiers taking part in the battle, so many people are risking their lives to give us a chance at stopping the Nautilus. If we were to turn back now, it would mean that all of their sacrifices would be in vain. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's keep going. The others respond with varying cheers and acknowledgments throughout the voice tubes. Everyone, woo! And Van Helsing's like, yeah, whatever. He's so fucking stoic. We're all clear so far. It doesn't look like our guy knows we're here yet. No problem here with the gas bags. We can fly pretty much wherever we want. The one engine we have left is doing well. If you're going to keep flying recklessly, we could use the other one. As Impey listens to the reports from the others, he winks at me. Now, let's do this for real. Your lives are all in good hands. Ugh, I never thought I'd have to hand my life over to you. What? You have some objection? Yes, I can't recall having an objection this big for a while. We may not live to see tomorrow. I'll go ahead and put in a quick prayer for us so that we'll be welcome to heaven, just in case. Saint Germain. Nobody trusts you, Impey. Why are we laughing at him? I can't help but giggle at the reactions of the others. Impey, everyone thinks you suck. Oh my god, we're an asshole. I can't see their faces through the tubes, but they're probably all speaking with big smiles. Everyone is counting on Impey as a reliable member of the team. Impey himself has an unclouded grin and a reflection of how we all feel at the moment. Impey, our fates are in your hands. Let's make this work, no matter what. Leave it to me. The more people believe in me, the better I perform. Impey points the airship toward a space between the clouds, and at the right moment pulls on a lever beside the steering wheel. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. The airship releases steam and flies toward the Nautilus as straight as an arrow. The enemy's opening fire. Evade! Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. That's pretty much Lupin. No! We're going to keep going. Impey keeps the airship going... Oops, sorry. Whoops. Impey keeps the airship going full steam ahead, not wasting even a single moment to dodge the incoming shots. The cannon fire is drawn towards the airship as if by magnets. A huge jolt shakes the airship. The Nautilus is only a stone's throw away now. Lupin, take over the helm. Me? Lupin tisks as he rushes into the cabin and takes the wheel in Impey's stead. He sees the smoke rising from all around the room and clutches his head in his hands. Damn it! This boat's about to go down. Hang in there a little longer. We need to get right above the Nautilus. Hey, wait! How are we going to retrieve the two of you? We'll figure something out. If what Nemo said in his announcement is true, there should be a smaller aircraft inside. We'll take one of those. Impey and I answer at the same time. Lupin looks at us in surprise, then grins. You guys make a pretty good team. Fine, we'll be above the Nautilus in no time. Get ready. Fucking love Lupin. God. Can't wait till his path now. Impey guides me out to the deck. You know his path is going to be the motherfucking best, right? The wind furiously blows through my hair, and the sound of cannon fire battering the ship assaults my ears. Impey, what now? We've made it this far. There's only one way to do this. Oh. With this, he picks me up with ease. Then he smiles mischievously and stands at the edge of the railing. All right, Spacey. Hang on tight. You're not gonna jump, are you? Sure I am. The magnetic generator won't be any use from outside the Nautilus. Outside the Nautilus's thick outer armor. For maximum effectiveness, we can't avoid going inside. Impey narrows his eyes and points to a spot on the Nautilus's deck. I follow his finger and see some windows. You're really overcompensating here, buddy. See those windows? Definitely reinforced glass. But luckily for us, they've been cracked from the cannon fire. So we'll break through it and enter using the momentum of our fall. Explosions go off nearby and the ship rattles once more. One step forward and we'll fall right into a serene sea of sky and clouds. Obviously, we don't have any sort of lifeline. If anything goes wrong, we'll plummet to the ground far below. Are you serious? Didn't I tell you before? With your love, I can fly. Impey smiles kindly, then gently presses my face against his chest. Close your eyes if you're scared. Just concentrate on the warmth of my body. If it means there's a way to save you, I'll force myself to fly. I'll go anywhere. Aw. Impey has to be worried about this. Oh, Impey has to be worried about this too. But he's still doing it for the sake of the mission, and for me. He's trying to make this happen no matter how dangerous it is. Impey, like I said earlier, I trust you. He nods in response, then glares at the Nautilus, trying to gauge when it gets close enough. Here we go, Spacey. 2? Oh, 3? I can't count. I was gonna go 2, 3, 1. Spacey is way just like middle, left, right when we're drunk. Okay. 3, 2, 1. It all happens so quickly. Impey kicks off the deck. He does it without any hesitation and still embracing me. We fly through the sunset. Our clothing flaps in the fierce wind. I cling to him tightly, feeling the warmth of his body around me. Then, in the next moment... Bash. Aww, another falling through the sky, CG. Yeah! Impey kicks in the glass, and I feel an instant of impact. Aww. Look, we're like, look how he's holding us. It's so cute. There's a moment of vibration and the sound of glass shattering around us. I open my eyes for just a moment. And I see pieces of glass sparkling all around us, scattering the light of the sunset like diamonds. I start to call out his name. Oh, that's supposed to be... Wait. Oh, See, I always think it's I'm. I start to call out his name, but stop myself. Even though we could have died with one wrong move, Impey is smiling joyfully like a little boy. His smile gives me courage and tells me that there's nothing to worry about. There's the sound of things smashing around us, and then I feel the impact of our landing. That was a quick CG. Sad. Don't worry, we'll get better ones. Our momentum was slowed somewhat by our breaking through the glass, but the landing is still a bone-numbing jolt that lances through me. If I felt that much with Impey protecting me, I can only imagine how much harder it must have been for Impey. Still holding me, Impey scrunches up his face and stands there motionless. Are you alright, Impey? Totally fine. Vampires are much sturdier than humans, you know. You look like you're in pain. Really, I'm fine. Look, we made it in. Impey is very obviously hurting as he looks around us. For now, there don't seem to be any enemies approaching us. But if things are the same as when we were last captured here, there will be Twilight soldiers aboard the Nautilus. That was a pretty flashy entrance, so it's probably only a matter of time before the enemies start to arrive. Let's hurry, Impey. I'm still a bit dizzy, but I have him put me down. A wave of severe dizziness and nausea washes over me. I see sparks and feel a sudden crushing headache as if I'm not getting enough oxygen. This is probably not because of the impact from our landing. Protecting the horologium with one hand, I turn back to Impey. First, we need to use that device. Right. How's this? He raises the device above his head, then dramatically presses a button on it. Dramatically presses a button. Click, 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 click. Oh shit, I've broken the impact. I don't think anything's happening. Huh? That's weird. Hold on. I was expecting something like rumble and some changes on the Nautilus, but no matter how hard we listen, we don't hear any noises like that. Maybe it got knocked out of whack from the impact of our landing. Damn! It's a pretty delicate instrument. As Impey fumbles about with the device, a loud, piercing sound suddenly goes off. That must be some kind of emergency signal for the crew. What? Did they find out we're here? It probably couldn't have been avoided with an entrance that loud. Just as he says that, a large number of Twilight soldiers emerge from around the corner. There are 10 of them in this first group. More are coming from behind. Impey and I nod to each other. Then we turn our backs to the soldiers and begin running at top speed. What are we going to do, Impey? We don't have much choice. We've got to make a change in plans. So what do we do now? We'll take the gravity alleviator. Sorry. Just as Impey grins, a group of Twilight soldiers appear directly ahead of us. Out of my way! Impey avoids a sword thrust and jumps. With an elegant double spin kick, he knocks 2 of the soldiers aside. It all happens in a matter of seconds. His moves are incredibly fast. Wow! Impey turns back to me with a serious expression. I have an idea where the device will be kept. It might be a little difficult to get there, though. Do you have anything that can help us with our trip there? Well, I'm kind of empty-handed at the moment. Sorry to let you down. Impey bows to me mockingly an apology, then looks serious once more. Spacey, the missing piece of your horologium should be there too. I give him a nod and continue running. I just hope I can keep going a little while longer. I hope against all odds. Yeah, we're going to have this touching moment, and then we're probably going to die because of the horologium. If we do the normal path, and if we do the good path, we'll survive. That's basically what I see happening here. I don't know how much time we spend after that. We hurry toward the center of the ship while running from the Twilight soldiers. Our previous experience on the Nautilus may be helping us here, as we don't run into too many of them. But what could Twilight's objective be in cooperating with Nemo? Phineas is already dead, so who could be doing this? And for what? Alistair? Thank you very much. No, I guess it's no use thinking about it now. I shake my head at the thought, but just that small action causes me to get dizzy and I stagger. Ugh. My condition is worsening at an alarming rate. It feels like the heat is gradually leaving my body. I can tell myself that my blood is not flowing evenly through my body. That was a weird sentence. I know you must be hurting. Just hold on. We're almost there. I hear a distant explosion and the ground shakes subtly. There must still be an intense battle going on outside. And just as Impey said, we're approaching the center of the fortress. I feel an overwhelming sense of pressure when I enter the room. There's a large dome-like space. This looks almost like that goddamn tree that we dealt with in Victor's Path. In the center of the room sits a huge cylindrical device stretching from the floor to the ceiling. A complicated maze of machines is attached to the device, making it look like a giant spider in its web. There's a light floating in the center of this machine. Could it be the horologium? Yes, that shard of the horologium piece is powering this entire gigantic machine. So if we turn this device off, we can get the piece back. Never! I can't let that happen! Drunk Spacey can do Nemo probably better, and it probably hurts less because I'm already like, woo! Suddenly, an all too familiar voice echoes around us, followed by a thunderous slow clap. Color me impressed! Congratulations on getting this far! No, it still hurts my voice, can't do it. We turn around and I despair at the sight below us. I really hope we never have to do Nemo's voice again because it fucking kills me. My throat is broken. Like, it physically hurts to do this now. There stands Nemo with a crowd of Twilight troops standing behind him. You are a worthy rival, Impey Barbicane. Rejoice! You and Dr. Frankenstein are the only two that I have acknowledged as rivals. I'm super busy right now. Do you mind? Not so fast! I can't have you destroying this work of art so easily. Impey glares at Nemo as he inches closer to the device. I'm now just like fucking losing my shit when I do his voice. I can't have you do this. Now I'm just fucking with it because it hurts. It physically hurts to do his voice. However, Nemo sees him and chuckles. Now, someone as smart as you would probably go after the gravity alleviator's weak spot. For example, by causing a powerful magnetic force that would disrupt the device. And then perhaps launching the Nautilus right off the planet. But my genius surpasses yours. The device has already been protected by a magnetic shield. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. Just that motherfucker just protects everything, don't they? Ha! Marvel joke. Anyway. Impey furrows his brow. Spacey is drunk. Just ignores. Nemo is definitely not your average scientist. He knew exactly what we were up to. That's the reason why the device Impey brought didn't have any effect. I'm giving you one chance to surrender. What's it going to be? Our device has been rendered useless, and Nemo is standing before us with a group of Twilight soldiers. Kill him, fucking kill him. Just take him out. I feel fear beginning to creep into my mind, but for some reason, Impey wears a confident smile. Impey, are you going to fight him? I guess so. I don't really like fighting, but as your knight, I need to protect you. I am an amazing hero who protects the person he cares about with style. There's no way I can lose to the bad guy, you know? Impey, it really depends on the path we're taking. Seeing Impey speak with such determination, I clench my hands into fists and... Hold on. I don't think it matters at this point. This one does not. We are supposed to... Step forward. Hold on. We're going to save here. Save. Save data. It feels so loud in here. Yeah, I guess I just didn't mean to save back 4 times. Bird! God, fuck your toenails. We're going to stay back. I think for a moment, then obediently take a step backward. Impey sees me and sighs with relief. Good. Just watch me from there. It's showtime with Mr. Impey. I'm not just going to watch. I'll support you from behind. That's probably the best formation. I probably won't be of much use up front. I understand that all too well. That's why I choose the most efficient way. I'm just going to do what I can. It's so reassuring. Just having you behind me makes me 100 times braver. After a look back at me, Impey glares at Nemo. I applaud your gusto, but how will you overturn this situation? I think I'm just like half-assing Nemo's voice now. I'm kidding. Nemo signals with his hand, and all of the Twilight soldiers draw their swords. Perhaps out of fear of harming the gravity alleviator, not a single one of them holds a gun. They never have, though, so it's not really... Anyway. The soldiers' swords gleam, reflecting the lights inside the ship. However, don't you think it's strange, Impey Barbicane? Huh? What's strange? I've looked into your past. Your circumstances are very similar to mine. Plagued by inequality, never acknowledged, never understood. Just continuously neglected. Isn't that right? So why, then, you have the same past as me? You have a mind as brilliant as mine. Why is it that you can't understand what I say? Guess you're right. Our circumstances are pretty similar. Impey closes his eyes and falls silent. But neither Impey nor Nemo are the ones to break the silence. But he is different. It's me. Impey's different from you, Nemo. I shake my head and pull at the hem of his shirt. Impey pats me on the head, comforting me. That's right, Nemo. There's a significant difference between the two of us. I was never alone. The old man was always beside me before. Now I have reliable friends who brought me this far. And the woman I love right beside me. He grips my hand tight, then turns to face Nemo. His eyes carry a hint of pity as he stares at Nemo. That's what sets us apart, Nemo. You're right! That definitely sets us apart! A genius is forced to live in absolute alienation. A seeker of solitude who is misunderstood by those so far behind him. The very fact that you have anyone who understands you means that you are merely a mediocrity. Fine then. I guess that just means that you're about to lose the work of a mediocre man. Impey takes a small cylindrical object out of his pocket and points it toward Nemo. It's the magnetic generator that didn't work earlier. But now there seems to be some new part added to it. How the fuck did he manage that while running? You still intend to resist? How foolish of you. If you're a scientist, you should know. All it takes to overthrow what is known as established knowledge is a single successful breakthrough. With a confident smile, he presses the button on the device in his hand. The device begins to make a strange noise, which gradually grows louder and higher pitched. A flash of light goes off, along with the sound of something bursting. But that's all. Nothing around us seems to change. What was that? Ah, so that's all you have up your sleeve? Just some bluff? The corner of Impey's mouth ticks up in a smirk, and in the next instant, the Nautilus begins violently shaking. I think I'm going to try to go back to our load and see where the difference happens, so let's go back. Seeing Impey speak with such determination, I clench my hands into fists and I step forward. Okay. I step forward and take a fighting stance in front of Impey. No. I'll buy us some time. You focus on disabling the gravity alleviator. Huh? Spacey. Even as we stand here, the airborne knights are outside fighting with all their might. The longer that device keeps working, the more casualties there'll be. Impey's eyes are open wide, and I smile at him lightly. Ooh. I told you before, I'm going to protect you too. I don't think they want to harm the horologium either. I think I'll at least be able to distract them, so... You don't understand! You don't understand at all! Nemo cuts me off, his voice booming. It's not difficult at all to shut you down without harming the horologium. And to top it off, no matter how tough you talk, you're completely outnumbered. You won't be able to buy him a single second. You're foolish, that's what you are. I already know all this, but I still have one of Lupin's smoke bombs and one of Victor's flash bombs. I can distract them, at least a little. I continue to glare at Nemo when Impey pats me on the shoulder. Spacey, you said something similar before. You know when we were up against the Sky Pirates? Impey, this is hardly the time. You're ready to protect me no matter who we're up against, whether it be sky pirates or a massive enemy like this. That's why I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you then. Impei steps out in front of me, smiling from ear to ear. That's what I love about you so much. So allow me to show off a little in front of the woman I love. Impei silently glares at Nemo. Okay, this is where we... Okay. So, we're going to skip through. We're going to get to where we left off. So this is all the same, so thank God we didn't miss anything. And then... Oh, this is where we go. But I'm going to wrap this part up here, and we're going to see what happens in the next part. So I will... Oh, actually, before we end this, I think that was our last choice before we get to the normal path and the good path. So we obviously are going to go down the normal ending first, because that always involves me dying or him dying. Like, involves one of us dying usually at this point, and it's probably going to be us. And then we'll go down the good path, the true ending, and get like all the happy shit. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.